and good morning. This is Wendy from Hampshire Hills Athletic Club, coming to you live on location from my basement once again. This morning we're going to relax and stretch and breathe. The stretch class that I'm presenting will get a little inspiration from Tai Chi, and I want you to focus on your breathing, and I think you're going to find a nice calm place once we get started. I see some of you are already joining me, and hopefully some of you will be joining me later from times to come, because you know all of the Hampshire Hills classes that we're presenting live on Facebook you can get on our YouTube channel as well. So let's get started. Just give yourself a little space to do some work standing and also on the floor, and we'll get started with a little Tai Chi breath work, and here we go. All right, so you're going to start with your feet just about hip distance apart. Put a little softness in your knees and just draw in gently right under your belly button. Now let's start with a big breath. You're going to pull right up the front of your body, push your palms up, circle out. And as we breathe, you're going to breathe in through your nose and then blow out through pursed lips. Inhale and exhale. Nice deep breath, pulling up, pushing out. So we're gathering energy from the earth and releasing it to the sky. It's called Pillars to Heaven. And again, big breath. And out. Right, I'm going to open the door. You're just going to bring those hands to the front and then soften them and brush down, sort of like painting the wall. Inhale and exhale. There are elements of Tai Chi that feel like moving meditation. That's kind of where we want to go. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And in, out. Now take a breath, pull out, draw down the front. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in and out. Let's take a side stretch. And open up the arms. Stretch the other way. A little bend at your waist. Lift up. And the other way. Lift. Let's go once more, side to side. Awesome. Now take your feet out wide. Turn the toes out slightly. Lift up and bring your thumb to the two middle fingers. Suspend in the air. And then bend your knees. Let your hands swing across. Lift up and suspend. And exhale right there. So you drop. Breathe in and exhale. Exhale. Deep breath right in through the nose and out those lips. It's like you're blowing through a little straw. slowly lower your hands and just place them on your quads. And then tip forward from the hips, lengthen your spine, slide those hips back. Take a breath and round up through your spine. Let's lift up again, thumbs to the middle fingers, drop, up, suspend, drop. Okay, now bring your hands back to your quads. Just tip forward, feeling the length to the back of the legs and the length in your spine. And then roll up through that spine. Keeping your chest lifted, roll your shoulders back, push your knees out, lower the hips down. Now round up through your back. Bring the chin towards the chest as you roll up. Roll the shoulders back to open that chest. Lowering down, you push the knees out. And then you roll up that spine. Let's do that again. We're bringing good things to your spine here. Roll up. And again, push the knees out. Roll all the way up. Just sliding over to the side. Bring your shoulders right square towards the front here. Lengthen that back once more, always with a nice long spine. You're gonna get a much better stretch through your legs with a long back. Let's go to the other side. And we continue to take those deep breaths to lengthen those muscles. Let's push back over to the side. Deep breath. Let's slide back over to the left. Into the center and roll up that spine and step in, open your arms out, palms up, and pull those shoulders back, and then take those shoulders and slide them right down your spine. Now bring your hands forward, clasp the hands, spread those shoulder blades apart, bring your chin towards your chest. Open the arms up once again, pull the shoulders back. Take a deep breath. And lacing the fingers front. Round that back again, feel that stretch in the upper back. And once more, open through the chest. Deep breath, shoulders slide down your back. Then forward, rounding that back. Open your arms. Let's take that side bend with a stretch and lift to the other side. Beautiful. Now step 1 foot forward and bring 1 foot back. I'll turn side so you can see here. You want to keep your feet apart. Just lift this back heel and then pull your hip forward. Feel that little stretch there. You're going to bend this front knee and bring your arm up. And try to lower down just a little bit more, or just push that hip forward and then stretch with a little bend to the side. Take a deep breath, lift up, exhale, and return to the other side, but we're going to do that stretch here. Keep your feet apart, you're going to feel more stable. Lower down, heel up, bend the knee, now pull the hip forward, you feel that little tug right there. Keep your chest up, bring that arm up. And then add a little bend to the side. going to turn front, keeping the feet wide. I'm going to come to this fold to the front again. And if that feels good, just stay right there and lengthen the spine. Think of separating each vertebrae. Or if you like, come down deeper, bring your hands towards the floor and sink your chest down. And then bending the knees more, put your hands on your quads. And bring your head and shoulders to the front and scoop forward like a turtle coming out of a shell. Then draw into your shell and roll all the way up to the top to a standing position. Feet come in under the hips, lace your fingers together, and then push those palms right up to the ceiling and look up. Lift the rib cage. Now pull your elbows down this walls, right up down the side here. And let's do pillars to heaven again. You're going to pull up to the middle with a breath. Exhale and push out. Beautiful. Let's come down to the floor. And let's just stretch the legs out. Now everybody has different turnouts, so wherever you feel comfortable, you might feel like you're here, or you can try bringing them out a little wider. And then use your arms for support here. Hands on the floor, push through the arms, lift your chest, and then shake your legs and your feet and try to relax them a little bit. Take a deep breath. Now just push the backs of your knees towards the floor. Now take a deep breath, and as you exhale, bring your heart forward a little bit. Okay, wiggle your toes so you relax your feet and stretch through the legs. Lift your chest. Let's just turn towards the leg. You can walk your hands forward and try to square off your shoulders towards that leg and bring your chest or your belly towards the thigh. And you can bring hands here or just leave them closer to your hips and tip forward. And breathe. Lift up to the center here, and let's go to the other side. We're turning and squaring off your shoulders towards the leg, lifting over the thigh. Hands can come forward or stay here for a little support. And lift up and out over that leg. And take deep breaths. When we're stretching, it's important to breathe. Those deep breaths will get your muscles to actually react to the stretch and lengthen. And we don't want to rush. We need to relax and give them time to lengthen. And lift your chest. And bring the legs right together towards the front. And then bring one foot over. Now I'm going to take my opposite arm of the bent leg and wrap it around and hug the knee towards the chest and use this arm for support to lift the chest and keep that spine nice and long. Now pull that leg in as close to your chest as you can and take a deep breath. And then if you're able, you want to rotate towards the bent leg. Look towards the side, around, behind you, and readjust your stretch. Sit a little taller. Pull that knee in a little closer. And turning to the front, stretch your leg out. Reach up to the ceiling. Now bring that belly out over the quads. And now relax your shoulders. Pull them down away from your ears. And then roll up. Okay, let's do the other side. Fold the leg over. The opposite arm hugs it to the chest. And this arm supports and lifts that chest. And then tug it in. Take a breath. And then if you're able, you rotate and look to the side or a little more around towards the back. Readjust your stretch. See if you can get a little more. Turning to the front, stretch your leg out. Let's reach up again. And reach out a little further. Try to relax those legs a little bit. And then relax your shoulders down. And take a deep breath. Roll up the spine and bring the soles of your feet together. Just rock a little bit back and forth. And just relax the legs again. So the chest comes up and just roll the shoulders back. Now you can also come forward with your upper body a little bit here, but you can just stay here. And then take that deep breath in through your nose and out. Beautiful. All right, let's come onto our side and stretch the quad. I'm going to prop up here onto my elbow. And when you do this, you want your elbow right under your shoulder. You're going to bend the bottom leg for support. Then I'm going to reach back and grab my foot, or if you can't, grab the back of your sock. You can even grab your pants, right? Now roll that shoulder back and then draw the knee back and towards the wall and push the hip forward. Okay, now bring that knee all the way forward towards your chest. And then bring it all the way back again. Take a breath. And then bring it all the way forward. And then bring it back again. And then adjust your stretch. Sometimes you have to go looking for the stretch. It doesn't always show up right away. So you're going to change the angle of your knee, maybe point it down a little more. Okay, now releasing that foot, I'm going to push right up onto this hand, come up on the bottom half of my legs, lift the hips, reach up, then push your hips forward, and the hand goes back just slightly. Get a nice stretch up there through the side. And then lower yourself all the way down. Okay, let's come around to the other side and do that quad. Put your elbow right under your shoulder. And reach back, roll the top shoulder back, and then draw your kneecap back and push your hip forward. Take a deep breath. And bring your knee all the way to your chest. Draw that knee back and your foot's coming towards your glute. Bring your knee all the way forward again. And then we bring it back. Roll the shoulder back. And then go looking for a better stretch. Adjust your leg. Take deep breaths. out. I'm gonna push up into that side stretch on this side. Reach up, push the hip forward, reach up, and your hand goes back just a little as the hips come forward. And as you lower down, let's stay right here and bring the knees to 90-degree angles. 90 in the front, 90 to the side, and then square off towards your front knee. So your shoulders, your chest, your belly coming right towards that knee. Take a deep breath and let the front glute, that front leg, just melt into the floor. And if you can come forward a little more, just lift out over the leg and sink down. And go back to those deep breaths. And then adjust your stretch, try to find a little better one. Walk your hands back, lift up. Let's switch legs. One's right in the front, one's to the side. 90 degrees. Lift up, squaring off towards that front knee. Take a deep breath. And then lift out, just come forward a little more if you can. Keep squaring off your shoulders, and if it feels like this hip's kind of rotated towards the back, just pull it forward, and then try to come out and down a little more. And take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale, readjust. Walk your hands back. And then lie all the way down onto the floor. And just draw your knees in towards your shoulders. Relax your head and your shoulders right down onto the floor. And as you're doing this stretch, you just want to let your back kind of melt into the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Take those deep breaths. You're going to bring your feet to the floor and open your arms out onto the floor. So you're going to open out and then turn your palms down. And then lower your knees over to one side and open your heart up to the ceiling so your shoulders push down towards the floor. Take a deep breath and then turn your head away from your knees. And then if you can, slide your top leg forward a little or stretch it all the way out. Deep breath. Okay, let's draw that leg in and take them to the other side. So you lower them to the side, open the chest up, push the shoulders down, and then turn your head away from the knees. Breathe and relax into the stretch. And if you're able, you want to slide your top leg forward to stretch it out. And then adjust to try to get your shoulders down a little more towards the floor. Roll onto your back, bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees just fall apart and open out. Then put your arms down on the floor like goalposts so the backs of your hands are on the floor. And then slide them up a little bit. Open up your chest and let your back and your hips sink right into the floor. Deep breath. All right, so let's bring the knees together and then roll all the way over. Come into our little cobra stretch here. Bring your elbows in under the shoulders. And as your hips sink into the floor, just lift your chest up and slide your shoulders down your spine. Extend those fingers, stretch them right out in front. And bring your chest towards the floor. Push up onto your hands and knees. And then slide those hips back. Walk your fingers forward and sink your chest and your forehead down towards the floor. Come up onto your hands and knees. And then slide one foot back, keep the toes right there on the ground, and then push through your heel, pull up through your belly, and a little calf stretch there. All right, let's do the other side. Slide the foot back, push through the heel, lift up through the belly. Up onto your feet. Take a couple steps forward here. Bend your knees. Walk your hands back. Place them on your legs and roll up through your spine. Bring your hands around back. Lace your fingers together. As we pull the knuckles towards the floor, you want to roll the shoulders back to open your chest and then lift your hands away. Face in the front here. Move your feet under your hips. Relax your arms, roll the shoulders back a couple times. Now breathe. We're going to paint the wall again. Open the door. As you exhale, bend your knees. We inhale, bring the fingertips up about shoulder height, straightening the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Again, breathe in and out. Try to slow down the breathing. Breathing in through your nose out like you're blowing through that straw. In, out. Just take a little turn to the side and take your palm and brush it right across the front. Then lift the other hand and brush it to the other side. Now this is called cloud hands. It is a form of moving meditation. So focus on your breathing. Just imagine you've got those hands drifting through the clouds. Try to focus on the palm of your hand. Focus on your breath. Open the door again, breathe in and out. We're going to add a little step to this. You're going to take a small step out to the side, lower your hands and your heel, and that same foot is going to step in, lower your heel and your hands. To the other side, little step out. Step in. And again, step out. And in. Out. And in. Breathe. Pillars to heaven. Pull up. Exhale. Push out. Again, deep breath. And again. Beautiful. Well, I hope you're feeling much better and get a good start on your day, and hopefully I'll see you next week. And I'd like to bring in a little more Tai Chi inspired as we're moving forward, and if Mother Nature is cooperative, maybe we'll be able to get outside. Time will tell. But thanks a lot, and know that I miss all you guys, and hopefully we'll all be together again soon, because we are all in this together. So peace, good health, guys.